Are you about to watch this video and you're not liked and subscribed to it? Like the video, please. Just go down. It's right there. It's right there.
I did. I hit it. Have you hit it?
And that's the crazy part about this story, as you can see behind me if you're watching on the YouTube channel. It's about Albert Pujols today.
Yep.
It's about Albert Pujols. But the crazy part about this story, I mean, like, if you're listening to this podcast, obviously you know what happened. The Angels released Albert Pujols from his 10-year, $253 million contract. What's he making, like $30 million this year?
Yeah.
So he gets released in the last year of his deal, and obviously everyone's mind goes to, damn, hell of a career, thanks to the memories, end of the road. And then we find out like a couple hours later, Joe Madden was like, we just didn't have the playing time for him. He's a prideful guy, and he still wants to be an everyday player. What team is going to give Albert Pujols more playing time than the Angels already were? Because the Angels were only playing him as much as he was getting playing time because of the money that he was getting paid.
Right.
And now if a team brings him on for league minimum, which I don't even know that a team would do that at this point, what is their incentive to give him more playing time than he was already getting with the Angels? Like, it's just not happening.
No, the only incentive would be to have Albert come in and be that guiding light and be the person that's able to make an impression on some of their young talent that they might feel could benefit from having him around. How much?
What team is that in your mind?
Honestly, I don't know because,
first team that comes to your mind when you say that. What team that needs Albert Pujols to be around their young guys? First team that comes into your mind.
The Marlins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But there's nowhere to hide. There's no DH. There's nowhere to hide him. You can't do that.
No, and that's like, trust me. That's why all of this doesn't make your head spin, because and I said this on the broadcast today. Today being Thursday when we were recording, A's just dropped another beat down from Toronto, but I said.
That was tough. Simeon fucking hit the shit out of that ball.
We don't need to talk about his 4 fucking hit game. It's tough because you understand where it's coming from. The move. Yeah. You understand. I wish that he would be able to go out on his own terms, and that very rarely happens for a guy. And then the next step down from that is not having injury completely derail you. Right? Like, if you go out on your own terms, you've been healthy for the most part, whatever, throughout your career, and you get to say, hey, just won the ship, done deal. Or, arm can't take it anymore. I just threw 170 innings last year. I'm fine. I can go, but I've got to lay the body down. Those are different than not getting an opportunity somewhere, still feeling like you can produce, but realistically in your situation, straight up, who's the DH in Anaheim? Shohei
Ohtani. And that's as it should be. And it's I don't think anyone is.
How about
Walshy?
How about Walshy? This is the other thing. You got another power left-handed bat that is not only capable of producing in the outfield defensively, put him at first base if you need to. Mm-hmm. And the roster spot, Jared, is what is so valuable in the big leagues. You're being told right now, $30 million a year, not worth that roster spot. They'll pay that money to have somebody else come in and get the playing time, because that's valuable. How do you get that? The roster spot. So there just wasn't room to get the guys that are going to get the at-bats, their at-bats, because you're ultimately spinning your wheels. And I've got some thoughts on the Angels and doing what they are doing right now with Albert Pujols. But I'll let you kind of finish this up, because I don't want to just go on a complete rant right now. It just, you know what it is. The business side of it, the production side of it. And those two numbers just aren't adding up for the Angels.
That's why, my sensors went off when it started to seem like the narrative was going to become like Albert asking for his release. You're making $30 million a year, dude. Like, I don't think the narrative was, oh, well, Albert wanted to get released. It's like, no. Like, you can make $30 million a year, and that decision's going to come from the top because you still got to pay that guy out if you're gonna release him. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at on it. Is it was surprising, but then it's like it's not surprising. I mean, the surprising part about all of it is that he made it into the 10th year of the deal because, well, I believe he signed the 10-year deal going into his age 32 season.
Yeah, he's 32
which in
years
reality
old.
was probably his age 35 season, maybe older. And he signed a 10-year deal, and he made it to the 10th season. So, like, if anything, we should be giving him a standing ovation for that.
Well, that's a that is yes. The idea that you sign a 32-year-old up for a decade's worth of baseball and then find yourself at the end of the deal going, I just didn't think we were going to be able to find him the at-bats. Oh, you don't say. You don't say, because realistically, there's only been one 40-plus-year-old that has just been dropped off the face of the baseball planet that was still producing, right?
There's been a couple.
Has there?
A couple like 40-plus-year-old baseball players that still produce in their 40s?
No, that were then just dropped off the planet. Like not, like not even a sniff of action. Nothing.
Who are you referring to?
How old was Barry when he got dropped? Was he 40?
He was 42.
42?
No. Yeah, he was. I think he was in his 40s. Because I think he was still hitting homers at a rapid pace when he was like 40.
Yeah.
Barry's last season, I want to say, was his age 42 season. Yeah, it was. So Barry only played 14 games in 2005, which was his age 40 season. And then when he was 41 and 42, he still had a 999 and a 1045 OPS in those two seasons.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
but come on, you can't sign a 32-year-old up for. Yeah, you can't sign a 32-year-old up for a decade of baseball and then at the end of it go, yeah, we just didn't see not being able to get him the at bat. Like, no, everybody kind of sees that coming. That's why, to your point, if he's able to squeeze out, like, hey, you got 2.5 weeks, maybe a month or so of juice out of the first month of the 10th year for Albert Pujols.